Hey guys, welcome in. We are going to take a look at the energy surrounding everyone, all signs, with Mars going into Aries tomorrow on April the 9th. That is going to spice this month up a little bit. This is the start of the spiciness. And what you could expect kind of in the energy, and this is just as a whole, the collective, is you know, Mars, well, Aries feels very, very at home. It is at home. That is its home planet in Mars. So you're going to see both sides of the spectrum. You're going to see people blurting out how much they care about you, feeling compelled to come towards you when it comes to like initiating some sort of action, or people with funky ass attitudes. That's going to happen too. Understand that with Mars getting out of Pisces, which helped us do our shadow work, we're now going into Aries, which is saying, what are you going to do with this shit? Now we're showing up and we need to be real. Now we're showing up and we need to be truthful. And so sometimes that can be a little impulsive. It's like where people are doing things without thinking because that's what the body wants to do. So we're going to see those types of actions across all 12 signs. However, just make sure that you're taking a look at where Aries sits in your sign, in your chart, so that way you're knowing how you're going to be affected and like what part of your chart will you be affected. If you have major planets in Aries, you're going to get affected there. Wherever the house sits for Aries, you'll be affected there. So just keep that in mind, okay, guys? All right. Without further ado, I'm going to split it up. Love will have its own category. Everything outside of love will have its own category. And we'll do it that way. Per usual. All right. Also, it's a general reading. Only take what resonates. Leave the rest for somebody else. Roles can be reversed. Don't force a read. No sign bashing. Don't argue in the comments. Because I don't care. And that's just for the weirdos that want to argue. Not from my subscribers. Y'all don't do that. All right. Let me get this damn timer started. Aries. What can Aries anticipate with this energy this week? One star in the reverse. Queen of Cups in the reverse. For some of you, you guys may decide to kind of keep your peace. Like you're feeling like that's the safest thing to do right now, because I do feel like there is somebody in your energy. I heard Debbie Downer. There's someone here that it's like I feel like they're an energy vampire, if I'm going to be honest. You got Queen of Cups here in the reverse. You also have the Star in the reverse. This is somebody that like they suck the air out of the room, or like they are always looking at the negative. They never look at anything positive. Whoever this person is to you, I do see you making a very conscious choice to block their asses out of your energy field this week, because there is somebody here. Could be a Gemini, doesn't have to be, or you can have Gemini in your chart with that Lovers card. You also got a star card for Aquarius. I don't know. There's somebody here, and I feel like they're very wounded, whoever this person is, but they're very woe is me. And I feel like whoever this is to you, family member, friend, coworker, you're trying to kind of preserve and protect your peace. You're going to choose to not really deal with them because you don't want them to fuck up your high. You don't want them to fuck up your birthday month, okay? Your birthday season. So I do see you kind of keeping yourself protected. You also have the Six of Cups to the Four of Swords. Okay. Here we go again. Distancing yourself to kind of distancing yourself from somebody that you care about. This is, honestly, I don't know who this is. But you've known them for a long time with that Six of Cups. You have some sort of soul tie to this person. Ace of Swords in the reverse. You're not going to communicate with them, whoever it is. Also, somebody could be sick. Maybe you hear about somebody being sick, or you hear about something to where, like, you know what's interesting is I'm getting a very specific message where it's like a family member who calls to tell you that somebody is sick, but they're not telling you, like, yes, is there somebody sick? Sure. There may be someone that's not doing well physically, and that, they're resting, they're needing to rest. However, I don't feel like they're calling to tell you that. I feel like they're using that as a disguise to get you to communicate with them, because I don't think that you're in communication with them very much. So watch out for that. People trying to force conversations by using certain things to get you to soften up. Give me more. You got the Six of Pentacles here in the reverse. Five of Swords in the reverse. I feel this week you're definitely going to be on guard when it comes to your peace. Seriously, like, I don't see you giving much energy towards things that feel difficult. Like, you're avoiding conflict, which is interesting because Mars is going into Aries. But you're avoiding conflict. You don't want to add fuel to the fire. I just heard, because I'll take it to hell. So I think you're trying to just kind of say nope, because you're not gonna fuck up my time. I want this to be peaceful. For some of you, you're having a pretty decent Aries season, and so yeah, Blocksville. You're blocking people. What's going on with career and money? Career and money, please. Nine of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. Shut up. Sorry. You got the Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles here. You're pretty fucking fulfilled with what's going on for you. Even if you don't have the money right away, right here, right now, there's a level of patience when it comes to whatever this is, because I feel like you're growing something, you're building on something, and it's going to leave a legacy, and you know that. So there's a lot of fulfillment that's here. I also feel like there's something creative that you're doing that's successful. Like, you're starting to see some success. You're starting to see that snowball effect of, like, oh damn, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I feel really good about it. If you haven't entered into that, Aries, this could very well be future dated, but I do feel like there's contentment when it comes to your career, your job, what you're doing, and financial stability is snowballing, okay? All right. Anything else before I move on? You got King of Cups here in the reverse. You also have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Why? Page of Cups. With work, you are disconnecting emotionally from a goal or a dream that you had that you're trying to create, you're trying to make successful. I see you disconnecting from that emotionally, because it's like you've realized that the more emotionally invested you are, the less that it grows, the more stressed the fuck out you are. And so you've realized, I need to take my emotions out of this. I cannot stress myself out. I can't allow it to get me down. I can't allow it to like fuck with my head. I feel like this is actually working for you. You have Page of Cups that's here. It actually allowed for your creativity to expand, to open up. And I feel like you're surprised by this too. So if some of you are dealing with something like that, just know that Maybe take away like the heavy emotional investment, not to the point where you don't care, but more so of like, I'm not so heavily fixated on the outcome. I'm enjoying the journey. Okay. And that's usually when shit starts to grow, when you just have fun. And I see fun that's there. All right. Let's go on to love. See what's happening for you guys when it comes to love this week. What's happening in love? Mars energy going into Aries. What's happening in love? All right, you got 4 Pentacles here in the reverse. You also have the Queen of Pentacles. Someone's opening up to you. They feel like you're a safe space. They feel like you ground them. Like you're very nurturing. Three of Wands in the reverse. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Why the 8 of Pentacles? I feel like somebody... 9 of Pentacles. Oh. Somebody feels like this single shit is not working for me. You could be single, like dealing with somebody, but you guys aren't official. Yep. All right. So this week, the truth comes out. Well, I don't know if necessarily it comes out to you, but it definitely comes out to them. They're able to finally see some things. You got 7 of Swords that's here in the reverse. This means that that deception, that veil that they put over their face, the lies that they've been telling themselves, whether it's about you or about the connection or about themselves, all of that falls to the wayside, because now they're realizing that how they're coming about this when it comes to having this connection and saying that, you know, they're independent from it, and not saying that you cannot be independent in a connection, but being independent from it is not working for them. I feel like this person is like out of nowhere, they're going to actually want to rush in. Are they going to rush in? I don't know. But some realities, some truths are going to slap them in the mouth. Y'all ever been slapped in the mouth? Like by your parent or something like that? That shit hurt. You get slapped in your mouth. But you got the 4 of Cups that's here. Empress in the reverse. 8 of Wands. Okay. This person doesn't want to rush into things because they feel like if they do, they'll fuck it up. Because the desire, that Mars and Aries energy is making them want to act. I can no longer sit in thinking. I need to act. But they don't want to rush it because they don't want to fuck this up. This is a big deal. You're a big deal to this person. Even if this Empress is in the reverse, that means that they tried and failed. And it was something major to them. So you're going to see that this person opens up more. You're going to feel that energy of like that intensity of them wanting to do something. But I feel like this week they're going to hold themselves back. I don't think they're going to do anything. I'd be surprised. You got Taurus, Libra energy here. That's it. All right. Look, bottom of the deck is the Star card. So you got Aquarius energy as well. I think you're wish fulfillment to them. Hold on, Aries. And I feel like this person is recognizing that you are a wish fulfillment to them. Like that's something that they can't pretend anymore. They cannot lie to themselves. All right, let's go on to Taurus. All right, Taurus, what's going on for you guys? What's happening this week? Something's returning to you. You got 8 of Cups here. Remember, this is not the love part. I'm looking outside of love. Something's returning to you. The Emperor in the reverse. What is this about? 3 of Wands in the reverse. Justice in the reverse. If you had a problem with a boss or someone that has some sort of authority, like micromanagement, something like that, I feel like the problems that you had before where someone tried to keep a tight rein or was way too controlling, that shit comes out of nowhere and it's happening again. It's like there's an imbalance that's here. The way that this is sparked, which is crazy, the way that this is sparked, you're gaining some sort of recognition. You have the Six of Wands that's here. So during this time, yes, you're gaining recognition and people are opening up to you. It's like doors are opening up, or like they're very drawn to you. They're loving what you're doing. Okay? They're loving what you're doing. This person then tries to almost like, why do I feel like they're trying to stop some sort of flow. They're trying to like, I could sum it up to one word, which is jealousy. Almost like they don't want you to have the spotlight. So as you are receiving the spotlight, this person's trying to dim it in some way. And it does not have to be a boss, but it could definitely be somebody here that feels like they have authority in some way. You got Ace of Pentacles here in the reverse. Six of Cups in the reverse. I just heard no second chances. You're not giving a second chance to someone non-romantic related. You put your foot down on a situation here. Two of Wands. So you've made a determination, you made a decision, you're going to take this as a loss. Or really, it's not a loss to you, it's a missed opportunity for them. But I feel like you are distancing yourself from someone. This is someone that you, like that Six of Cups keeps coming up. So this could be family, this could be friends. Hell, it could be a coworker that you've known forever. Just take it as it resonates for you. But it does feel like you're deciding to distance yourself from someone. It's interesting because so here's the deal. You may have taken a leap of faith and tried to reunite with someone. And you're realizing that you've changed quite a bit. You're no longer the person that you were in the past. And that's why the Six of Cups in the reverse is coming up, because you guys don't relate to each other anymore. And so you're deciding, what's best for you is to not really continue growing that connection. You got Aries and Scorpio energy here. What else for Taurus? Because remember, like I said, this energy is going to bring up when we can no longer deny something and we must act. So sometimes that looks like leaving people behind. You got Queen of Pentacles here in the reverse. You also have the Page of Pentacles. I feel there's somebody here that is reaching out to you. They're wanting something from you. What do they want? Why the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse? Hierophant in the reverse. I don't know what it is that they're wanting from you, but what I will say is this: if you do decide to embark on helping this person, because I do feel like it is a helping hand, this person is coming across as somebody. You also got Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck in reverse. This person is coming across as somebody who is less fortunate, or they see themselves as less fortunate. Someone who feels like you have more. But I feel like if you help them, you're gonna put yourself at a disadvantage, and that might be something you already know, because I don't see you being very gung-ho about going to help them. It will actually destabilize you if you do, and I don't feel like this is something that you can keep up. This isn't something that can be consistent for you. And also, this person is always looking to you to solve their problem. Because the Hierophant here, this is a guide. You see those two people at the bottom? They're coming to him to guide them. This is somebody here who always comes to you. They never help themselves. They look outside of themselves for the help. And they act like they're fucking helpless. This can be money, but this could also be that they just have some sort of fucking drama all the time. You got 5 of Wands here. So this could be as simple as somebody asks you for money, as simple as somebody wants you to help them with something, as simple as somebody wants to trauma dump on you. And they always come to you. But they're also energy vampires because they are depleted and they're just looking to you to fill them back up. Let me see. We got Hierophant here, so they could be another Taurus or have Taurus placements. That's what I got. All right, let's go on to love. Love this week for Taurus. You have 9 of Wands here in the reverse, followed by the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Let's see who this is. Four of Swords in the reverse. Someone feels so fucking restless regarding the distance. Excuse me. That they have no choice. Literally in their body, they feel like they must act. I must act. I must come towards Taurus. I must. They can't take it. Very impulsive type of energy that's there, coupled with those two. But I do feel like there is someone here who's no longer like holding that guard or taking that stance, whatever fucking stance they were taking before. And they're coming back around wanting to, I don't even know what they want. Hold on. I don't even know what they want. I would say that they want to give you hard dick and bubblegum with that Ace of Wands. Their dick chakra is on, but let's just see, okay? Or coochie chakra, whatever you like. You have the Tower in the reverse. They're trying to salvage the connection. I feel like this person realized they fucked up in some way. I feel like this person called your bluff too, because here's the thing. The simple fact of them things not sitting right with them doesn't sit right with me. This is guilt. This is I can't rest. This is I can't go to sleep at night because I know I did something. Now I got to salvage this, and now I'm coming through very clingy, because that's what that Queen of Pentacles is they're lacking something that they need to make them feel stable again, secure. They're lacking security. The security is you. You got Scorpio energy there. What else? Man, this person has been in y'all's reading. Oh my God, this person has been in y'all's reading for a while. I feel like the energy is building up for their return if they haven't already returned. I don't think you're going to talk to them. I don't think you're going to give them the time of day, because I do feel like you are extremely cautious. You have the Fool card in the reverse, and you know that this person is trying to overstep boundaries that you've created. That's more than likely the reason as to why they feel so anxious, so antsy, is because you've taken control away from them. You've taken your energy back from them. You're ignoring them. And even like it's like you woke up. It's not them who woke up, you woke up. And maybe you started seeing things that you used to ignore and then couldn't ignore it anymore. If this hasn't happened for you yet, the whole like I woke up, I can't ignore it any longer, this energy is ripe for it. Okay? What else? Knight of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Who is this other person? Oh my God. Taurus. I knew that was a different energy. Who is this other person? I don't know if they're coming in during this week. What I will say, oh my God. What I will say is, no, they're not coming in this week. Okay. What I will say is this. Some of y'all can feel it. You can feel that somebody is coming. You just don't know who it is. Granted, you probably know that this fucker is coming, but there's another person. I keep pulling up a second energy for Taurus. Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Your person is coming. They're slow. You got Eight of Wands here in the reverse. They're not rushing in. They're slow. This is a slow moving person. I feel like this person, there's not going to be many challenges with this person at all. I feel like this is somebody who likes to work through things. They don't let things just fester. I don't know who this person is, but this is the third time that this person has come up in your readings. So I'll be so glad when they pop up. But the energy is collecting for them to show themselves. All right, Gemini. What is happening for Gemini? What's happening for Gemini? Also, guys, don't forget to hit that like and hype button on your way out. You have some internal truths pop up. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles. I think it has something to do with work. Or just where you give your energy out. I feel like there's some definite internal truths that are happening for you during this time. And but what it's doing for you is it's actually helping you with pivoting. This could be so many different things. So I'll give you a couple of different examples. Realizing that an employer is not paying you what you're owed, that you're giving too much to the company, and you're wondering, how the hell am I going to get to abundance if they're not paying me my worth? So some of you may decide to pull back, find a new job. I know it's hard out there, but you know, there's something here to where you're not giving out that energy for free, because that's basically what this is saying. Giving something out, not getting it back. For others of you, this has something to do with a person, like you realizing that you give a lot of support to a certain individual. They don't give that support back to you. You feel unsupported, and making a decision to go ahead and become independent from this person. So, like, you know, basically no longer deal with them. But I feel like you're facing the truth about some things. Give me more for Gemini. Yeah, Six of Cups here, also Five of Cups in the reverse. You and a person from either the past or someone that you're very familiar with, you guys squash a beef. There's a beef that's being squashed. Some sort of complication or something from the past that you guys are saying, okay, we're going to move past it and come together. So I see you reconnecting with someone from your past. Remember, we're still not in the love portion yet. I mean, it could be a lover though. Like maybe somebody, like an ex, you've squashed beef with an ex. You're no longer at arms with an ex, and now you guys are just going to be friends. No longer having that animosity. But I do feel like whatever it is, it's something from the past that you guys are letting go of. Now, if this isn't like you're physically getting together with another individual, this could also be like just because remember, I saw a lot of internal processes for you guys, Gemini. If it's not in the physical, literal sense, this could be like finding resolve on childhood trauma, something that has occurred to you, no longer feeling that burden or feeling that grief. You know, grief could be a part of this too, like resolving some sort of grief that's within you. Just take it as it resonates for you. All right, you got King of Pentacles here. I love it. Two of Cups, I love it. Some of y'all, I just said something about y'all getting a new job. I see contracts here. There's contracts. There's something here that you're signing on a dotted line. Look at this, Three of Pentacles. Shut up. What y'all doing? Whatever it is that y'all are doing when it comes to business related, this is definitely contract type shit. You're collaborating with someone else. And it might not be an actual literal, I got to sign on the dotted line type of contract, but I do feel like there is something that's here, whatever it is going, it's benefiting your long-term growth, your long-term stability, putting you in a very grounded, financially secure position. I love that for you guys. And you know what's interesting is it is something that you can trust. I don't see you having to be on guard about it because it's right. Star card, it's right. This is a wish fulfillment that you probably had in the works for quite some time, and it's now coming to fruition. You got Aquarius energy there. Very random message that I got. It's like something told me to look at these. There's a secret that gets out, and the secret ends something. Shit. High Priestess, the moon in the reverse, you got the world card. This is the outcome of it. It closes out something, but it's something that was being hidden or something that was kept secret. It gets exposed. I'm going to look at what it's surrounding. I'm not going to go too deep into that. What is this surrounding for Gemini? Something that's been ongoing and you're receiving clarity on it. Yeah, it wasn't changing. I don't know. I literally do not know. You got a lot of swords that's here. So it may have been some sort of complication that you've had, information being hidden from you or kept from you. Things weren't changing around the situation. You have the Death card in the reverse, the Ten of Swords in the reverse, but you've gained clarity over this. You've been now able to cut some things out and no longer have to, you're not holding on to it. You're not holding back any longer. And this was exactly the message that you needed in order for you to make changes. I do not know what it is. Okay. And I don't want to keep digging because I need to go on to the next thing. But for zodiac signs involved in that situation, you have Scorpio, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, all the fixed signs. So that is Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. All right, let's look at love, Gemini. I just heard it'll never be the same. That's going back to that information that was being kept from you. It'll never be the same. So, I don't know. All right, love. You got King of Cups here in the reverse. What's all this about? Lord, and now you got a bunch of cards flying out. I'll take this one first. Ten of Wands. There may have been somebody who distanced themselves, or you feel they are emotionally at a distance because they have a lot on their plate, or there's something in relation to a lot of burdens. Yeah, fuck. That's exactly what these cards say. Hold on, because I've dropped a lot, so I'll show you. Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Nine of Cups in the reverse, two of Cups in the reverse. This person, things may have ended between you and another person because of burnout. They were incapable of being able to grow with you because they really didn't have shit to give. So what are these cards? 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups, 5 of Cups in reverse. Of course, literally, this shit writes itself. All right, so they did some changing and some rearranging. You have the Queen of Swords that's here. You also have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Whatever they were doing before, it was like, insanity, doing the same thing, expecting different results. Whatever they were working on, it was not working for them. Burdens, that 10 of Wands could be anything. It could be other responsibilities to another family. I hope it's not. It could be responsibilities for work. It could be responsibilities, kids. Like, just take it as it resonates for you. You'll know what it is. It could be a whole last relationship, though. However, I feel like there's been some cutting out. Like, they've cut out whatever it was that wasn't working for them. This person is I don't know if they're coming towards you necessarily. Let me just ask this real quick. Because what I do see is them thinking about you heavily, like where their happiness lies, and they're equating that to you. World card. Yeah, something closed out in their life. The Hierophant in the reverse. I do think that they had another connection. They closed that out. Some of them, they may be going through a divorce. So they made themselves single. 6 of Cups. And they're just thinking about you, acknowledging you. Things are very clear to them as far as with what they want. I do not know if they're coming towards you because I actually don't see action cards in relation to them coming towards you. I see action in relation to something that they were committed to. For some of you, it really truly is another individual. For others of you, it's just commitments that they had. Those commitments have come to an end. And so now they're acknowledging and thinking about you. You are their 10 of Cups. You got the Queen of Cups here. They're seeing you as their nurturer, the person that holds their heart. You're their 10 of Cups. They've let go of something that has burdened you guys in the past. But I don't see them actually coming towards you. You have 4 of Cups. I feel like they are maintaining their peace right now. They're probably going through a transition period. Yeah, they are going through a transition period. I feel like this person's going to reach out to you later. I don't think right now. Now, because we're all in different timelines, they might do it right now. But for the ones that this is like something that is just happening, they're having to go through realizations. They're having to also know exactly what they want. But I do feel like as soon as they have that awakening, they come towards you. So I don't think right now, though. I just don't think right now. All right, Cancer. It'll probably pop back up later, Gemini. All right, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cancer. All right, you got a bunch of cards flipping out. I see you really, really standing on business about something here. Someone who tries to create confusion in your life. Remember, this first part is not love. It's everybody outside of that. But there's somebody here who's trying to confuse you, or someone who they're complicated. You're sick of it. You've put up your boundaries several times, but now you're holding to them. This could be somebody here. You know what weirdly I got? And I know this is not going to resonate with everybody. Weirdly, I got like a roommate. Like if you had a roommate and they kept overstepping boundaries, testing the limitations, and then finally you kicked him out or you moved out. That's very specific, but that was like the first thing that came to my head. But it doesn't have to be that scenario. It can definitely be something else. You could be dealing with a Leo, whoever this is. Actually, I'm going to ask, how would Cancer know who exactly this person? My eyes twitching like crazy. That felt so freaky. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How will Cancer know who this person is? Justice in the reverse, because they ain't shit. I'm sorry. Because they're not a very fair person. They ain't shit, because they ain't shit. You got Libra there. Because I thought about it and I was like, well, it might be like somebody's mom or dad or some shit. Three of Wands. It's like something that you've been waiting for them to do, or that they like. They put all the work on you and you've tried. You really have tried with this person. But this person is not a fair person. And they keep you waiting in some way. Maybe you're waiting for them to mature. Maybe you're waiting for them to do what they say they're going to do. I just feel like you guys are not on the same page. You guys are not, like, you're different walks of life. You got Libra energy here. But I feel like you're walking away from that. It caused way too much confusion in your life and difficulty. Remember, it doesn't have to be a roommate. I just gave y'all a scenario. What else for Cancer this week? Six of Cups in the reverse. Damn, Cancer, what the hell is going on? The Chariot in the reverse. You about to do something that you don't want to do. It's going to be hard for you. I think you've held off on this. I don't know who this is, but it's talking about it again. You're disconnecting from someone that you've known for a while. You're very familiar with this person. You just can't give to the connection anymore. This is going to make you feel very uncomfortable. And not saying that you don't want to be mean. Because have you met a Cancer for real? Y'all be mean as fuck, okay? Coming from an Aries, y'all be mean as fuck. But whatever this is, you don't want to be mean to them. Like, it just feels uncomfortable, but you know you have to do it. Whatever this is, you know you got to do it. Because yep, look at this Tower. Whatever this is, you know you got to do it. Even though you don't want to do it. I don't know what this is. Cancer, y'all gonna have to tell me in the comments, because I don't know what this is. But you have Scorpio energy here. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna let the cards fall where they may. I have 444 on that timer too just now. Ooh, Eight of Wands in the reverse. Why the Eight of Wands in the reverse? High Priestess in the reverse. Because you've been holding this shit in. You've been holding this shit in, and it's actually been really fucking up your nervous system. I know it's weird that I said nervous system on the star card in the reverse, but sometimes I'll get health from this because it's healing. And I feel like it's like physically making you sick, whoever this person is. You just can't do it anymore. You've kept quiet. You're not keeping quiet no more. This is so on par to Mars and Aries. You're not keeping quiet anymore. I don't know who this is. However, this could be like you guys may have shared resources, some sort of shared space, something that's shared. You have to work with this person, but it's a burden. It's a burden, and it's been making you feel really fucking unhappy. And so you're finally stealing back, or well, not stealing back, but taking back your happiness and taking back your voice, and you're saying something. Ooh, Cancer. Okay, let's go on to love. I know I harped on that one for a while, but I guess that's one of the big things that are gonna pop off. All right. What's going on in love for Cancer? What's going on in love? Cancer, guys. You got King of Swords here in the reverse. You also have Three of Wands in the reverse. Oh my God, this person is not thinking before they speak and they're just rushing in and saying some shit. I don't know how you're going to feel about that. Got my eye twitching again. Lord have mercy. Star card. Oh. Chariot. Oh. You want this to happen? Hold on. Let's look. This is something you've been wanting. You want this to happen. Could be an Aquarius, could be a Cancer. Take it as it resonates. I mean, I see that the Russian, the almost like a verbal diarrhea, because I feel like this person wasn't speaking their mind, wasn't speaking their truth. They're doing that. And it actually leads to healing, like a fast progression of healing. It actually is putting you in a place of power too. That's why I say you wanted this to happen. The Sun card in the, I knew it. This is somebody here who does not like for you to know at all how this person feels. Like they would rather die. They would rather die than tell you how they feel. And I feel like with this energy, also keep in mind, we got Mercury going into Aries. That is definitely going to affect, it'll affect this reading too. I'm going to do another one next week, but it'll affect this reading too. So just understand that. People are going to start talking. They're going to be spitting out facts. Even things that they don't want people to know because they won't be able to stop themselves. This is somebody they don't want you to know. They don't want it to be known. They don't want you to see. And I feel like it's because there is a bit of an insecurity that's there when it comes to their feelings, emoting, all that good shit. Could be an air sign. That could be the reason as to why they don't really want you to see their emotions. You got Leo here too. Give me more. Five of Pentacles. Queen of, ha! That's what it is. That's what it is. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You can't make this shit up. I'll show you why I made that noise. So we got somebody here that doesn't want to be an outsider anymore, and they're getting to a point to where it's driving them nuts. That's why they rush in. That's why they verbal diarrhea. That's why it's not planned. This is not somebody who would intentionally do this. Like, the reason why you're in a place of power is more than likely because you stopped talking to their asses or you stopped dealing with them. And now the ball is in your court. And the only thing that they got on their mind is healing this shit. They want to heal the connection. They want to bring you two together. I said something about healing, did I not? I did. Star card. They want to heal this. Some of y'all may have completely ignored this person. You may have even gone as far as to block them. You got the Two of Swords that's here, and they've waited patiently over time. But because this energy is so potent and we got all this Aries energy, you know, Aries, we don't like waiting. What is patience? We don't fucking know. You should have did it yesterday. And you as a fellow cardinal sign, you already know what it is. But you have somebody here that they feel like you guys are meant to be. I don't know how you feel about it, Cancer, because the way that I've been pulling up y'all's reads, you ain't really been feeling it from this person at all. But they're definitely feeling it when it comes to you. And so you got somebody here that's like, I just heard Mariah Carey, we belong together. You got somebody here that feels like y'all belong together, like you're fated, like The angels dropped your ass down specifically, pacifically for them. Got Sagittarius energy here. So you do have somebody that will, from the past, they are trying to come back into the picture and they are trying to communicate with you. Now, if you tell me and you sit up in my comments and you talk about how you block this person on everything and ain't no way that they can get in contact with you, do they know where you live? Okay. Do they, like, come on, there are ways to get around blocks. Just understand that. And depending on what kind of person that you're dealing with, when someone is persistent, they will find you. When someone is persistent, they will get, they'll find a way. Hell, they'll write a letter and put it in the damn mail if they need to. They'll make up fake emails, they'll make up fake phone numbers. I'm harping on this because I feel like somebody needs to know this. Because I've had a motherfucker find me on LinkedIn. I will tell people all the time, find their asses on LinkedIn and then block them. Block them. Okay? But don't think that they're not going to make up fake accounts to try to find you, because they will. And Cancer, for some reason, Cancer and Scorpio, it's like y'all love the crazies. Y'all love and Libra too. I don't know what it is about Libra, but Cancer, Libra, Scorpio, y'all love them crazy ass people. Because they'll find any type of way to get in contact with you. I'm done fussing. I wasn't even really fussing at y'all. Just the ones that be like, they won't be able to get in contact with me. I've had somebody call my friend, my childhood friend, to get in contact with me. Childhood friend didn't know what the hell was going on. They'll do what they need to do. All right, you got Leo here. Leo, what's going on for career and everything outside of that, not including love? What's going on? Shit, I was going to take a break. I'll take a break on Virgo. Get me a little shot of pre-workout. Y'all, I got a problem. I be taking pre-workout like it's a caffeine drink. And I don't get the tingles no more because I take it so much. Somebody needs to slap my hand. All right. You got Tower to the Queen. Woo! What? What? Come on. Come on. Come on. Who is this? Okay. Why? You got Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Why the Tower, though? The World card. Oh, my God. No, I'm not going to take it. Why the Tower? King of Wands, because you want to start something new. Okay. Oh, shit. Thank you. I'm glad. Oh, thank you. Okay. So I got a couple of things here. One, I have as a mindset. Two, I have as a person. For some of you, and I know I said I wasn't talking about relationship, but I feel like this is talking about money. You have an ex. If you got a kid with this person or something connected with this person, you have the Tower here. You have something that has come crumbling down, and now it's like you're leaving this person to where now they're trying to find any and every way to try to get some sort of money because financially they're not stable. I know this sounds like such a crazy descriptive thing that I'm talking about right now, but you got somebody here that's wanting to bleed you dry. That's what you got. I feel like you're no longer dealing with this person, and I feel like they're going to come towards you. It's very unexpected. There may even be like, I'm hoping that there's not a blow up, but there may be a blow up in relation to the two of you, like communicating to where this person is they're trying to leech off of you. They're trying to take something from you. The good thing about it is I think it's a failed attempt. Is more so that it's going to kind of piss you off a bit because they're coming in very hot with that Knight of Swords. Possibly talking reckless. I just don't think that you you don't see this coming. Doesn't have to be an ex. It really could be anybody. It really could be anybody. Now, it does have something to do with finances, though. I will say that. Oh my God, I even get scammers. Like someone trying to scam you. It's such a very, okay. I don't think they're going to succeed, whatever that is. Also, there is something here that you're acknowledging you need to stop doing, or it needs to come to an end in order for you to rise up in your royalty, the way that you see yourself, Leo, the way that you know you're supposed to be. And I do feel like you do it. I'm not sure what you are stopping. Actually, I'm going to take a look. What is the Ten of Swords? I do know that a lot of attention is coming your way, though. Like a lot of attention. People are very drawn to you. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Not wasting your time anymore. I love that. Oh, sorry. I had to extend my leg out because I've been sitting in Indian style. Crossed legs. You're acknowledging where you waste your fucking time. And instead of just acknowledging it, you're doing something about it. So I see you completely cutting out things that drain you of your energy or waste your time. Because you do that, you've opened up new doors to be able to then move forward in directions that you've been wanting to. Specifically, you're gaining some sort of spotlight, like the spotlight, it is on you and it's based off of something that you do. So I'm going to be very, let me give you an example. If you're a content creator and you've been spinning your wheels on whether or not you should, and you've been wasting time not doing it, this is the time that you're going to initiate. And whatever you initiate, people are going to flock to you. Very successful type of energy here. Very successful type of energy. And it could very well be that other energy that I saw is seeing you doing well and wanting a piece of that pie. And I mean, that could be family. That could be an ex. Like if you share a child with an ex, anything. Just take it as it resonates. Hell, it could just be people wanting more of your time. And now you're not giving that time to others. Like clingy, codependent people wanting more of your time. You have Four of Wands in the reverse. You also have Four of Cups in the reverse. There's something that you're wanting to stabilize. But I feel like you're actually taking steps towards it. King of Cups in the reverse. Oh, your emotional state. I'm hearing fucking Omarion again. Okay, because you've been in this energy here to where you've been trying to kind of control and maintain your emotional state. You got the Hanged Man here. It's been keeping you in limbo. This energy is actually going to be a kick in the ass for you, not in a negative way, though. It's going to possibly bring back the more fun-loving, flirtatious, romantic in you, Leo, and it's going to help you stabilize the emotional disconnect. So think passions coming back, creativity coming back, like a flame being ignited or reignited. So you'll see that. All right, let's look at love. I know this shit is slanted. I'm sorry that it is. I just don't want to go to my desk. I don't know why, but my spirit keeps saying, just sit your ass on that bed. So that's what I'm doing. I'm sure I'll move over there at some point. Huh. Emotionally, you're in a pretty good spot when it comes to romance. Because, I mean, we just kind of ended that other part. We're going into love right now. You have the Nine of Cups here. So I feel like you've really done some inner work. You've worked on yourself emotionally. You're feeling much more fulfilled, confidence as well. High Priestess to the Eight of Swords. You're opening up. You're no longer over analyzing and kind of being frozen in motion when it comes to love, but I don't think you're also announcing it either. Like, you're not announcing that. This is a lot of internal processes processes that are happening within you. Yeah, that Two of Wands there. So it's like something that you've initiated, something that you've decided that you're going to do. So what else is happening in love this week? Strength card. Told you that confidence is coming back. I've told you. You got Two of Pentacles. What is that? Okay. You're not there is a person that you're dealing with. You're not approaching them full force. I feel like there is some restraint that's there. You're holding back, but I also feel like you're moving with intention. You're wanting things to be more stable, more grounded. Also keep in mind, roles can absolutely be reversed. So this may very well be your person is acting like this, and you're going to start seeing that this week. And your person could have Leo in their chart too. Give me more. You got Hermit, Virgo energy, Six of Pentacles. A little bit of push-pull energy. Like I don't think that anybody's it's push-pull within. It's internal. It's definitely internal because a part of you kind of still wants to be isolated. Remember, we talked about this earlier in the week that, you guys are going through this time period where you are starting to finally allow yourself to thaw out, or your person is allowing themselves to thaw out. So you'll start to see shifts. You'll start to see movement. This Aries energy is not going to allow people to just sit stuck and stagnant. No, it's all about initiation and doing something. So much so that they'll feel restless if they don't. But I do see that Six of Pentacles that's here. That's an equal give and take. So 10 of Wands in the reverse. I think it'll come easier because whatever pressures that were happening between the two of you have now been alleviated. Yeah, you even got the Five of Wands in the reverse. Dare I say, is this the start of you guys stabilizing the connection? Now, for others of you that are not dealing with an individual, this is all internal for you. This is you deciding, you know what, I think I want to start getting out there. I think I am, starting to feel the desire for romance again. And I no longer have that heavy weight of the past on me. Very much could be that. You have the Death card in the reverse, Nine of Wands in the reverse. Star card. For those of you who are dealing with someone, this person's feelings have never changed for you. They've been the same, even though you've gone through your own transformation. They've been the same. You got Scorpio energy there. Star card. There is healing possible for this connection. There's a large possibility for this connection. You just got to start. All right, Virgo. All right, Virgo, everything outside of love. Everything outside of love. Let's see. All right, you got King of Cups here. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Why? Empress. Someone's going to go out of their way for you. It's somebody who has a very large capacity of love for you. Could be a male figure, could be masculine. Just take it as it resonates for you. It doesn't have to be. But I got masculine energy. Like there's some sort of masculine that's going to go out of their way to do something for you. When I asked why, it's because they see you as the Empress. Look at her. She has no care in the world. She's just sitting on her throne, and she's just, whatever comes her way, she can decide if she wants to take it or reject it. She's not longing for anything. And that's kind of how this person sees you. They put you on a pedestal a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do feel like this is somebody who loves you. But we're not getting into love right now. So it's very possible that somebody may go out of their way to help you with something. All because they value you. They see you as the Empress. They value you being you. They see your worth. They want to be in service of you. Give me more for Virgo. It's hot too. It's starting to get hot outside probably. It's hot in here. Let's see. The Magician. Why? Two of Swords. Why? Eight of Swords in the reverse. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't know what this is. I think it's a manifestation that you're putting out. Because, and I say that I don't know what it is because what I kept hearing in my head is set it and forget it. There is something that you're wanting. And this week you might, I don't know, decide to get out and do scripting or do manifestations, something along those lines. And I feel like what you're having to do is put the manifestation out and then forget about it. Once again, we got not stressing about it, not overthinking this, not because that energy can kind of push, it pushes away a manifestation, but it is something that you're wanting. And you know that if you stay in a very imbalanced energy, you're not going to get what you want because you're not balanced for it. So for some of you, there is something, I know I gave that story, but it's like something that you're really wanting. And what I feel like you're doing is you're doing the work, but what you're not doing is stressing yourself out saying, when is it coming? When is it coming? When is it coming? You're setting it and you're forgetting it. And I think that that's going to work out for you this week. I really do. And maybe you're not getting it right now because this is, it's all about timing. That Temperance card is timing. But I do feel like this is something that you're going to get. Look, I parted the deck, Ace of Pentacles. There is some sort of golden nugget opportunity, golden ticket opportunity that's coming your way that you've been wanting. Just make sure that you don't get too impatient. I really feel, I know I'm going to say it again. I know you're like, okay, you keep saying that. Set it and forget it. Literally. Okay? All right. What else for Virgo? What else for Virgo? Weirdly enough, I feel like I have to tell you guys, don't do more than one spell. Just do one. That's it. I don't know who ancestor or whoever wanted me to tell y'all that, but just listen. You got Hermit and Justice. God, you have okay. You know what I feel like is about to happen for y'all, Virgo? Remember all these years, well, not all these years, but these last 2 years, there it is. These last 2 years have been fucking terrible. I mean, well, I'm not going to say absolutely terrible, but it's been rough. South Node has been in y'all's sign. You already know anything really that's in South Node is an ego death. It is the death of whatever it is for, anything that you shouldn't be doing. That's the death of that. And it stays there for like, what, 1.5 years or some shit like that. Me is crappy astrology. So as we approach for the nodes to be changed, I am noticing that there's a there's a little bit of a lighter tone to your readings. Justice to the Hermit. Things are about to shift in your favor. It's going to be little things here and there, though. It's not going to be a big shebang. The node has to get out of your sign. And I really do feel like, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say, I really do feel like it's affecting Virgo on a big scale. Besides all these other transits and whatever other placements you have. But I feel like you guys are finally starting to have some sort of balance. And you probably will start to notice that as well. You'll find little things bring you joy. You'll find happiness in little things. Like it'll start off very small with that page. Because, you know, pages are children. They're small little gestures. It's small messages. But you'll start to see little things that are kind of like indicating, pointing you towards the, hey, things are about to get better. Be patient. We're almost there. We're literally on the home stretch. I want to say June is when the South Node gets out of your sign. Now, if you got Leo in your chart, I don't know what to say. If you're like a Leo moon or if you're a Leo sun, moon, rising, I'm sorry. It's going. You gonna have to check on that and see how that affects you. I don't think it'll be like Virgo, but you'll have to check your chart and see where it hits in order for you to know. All right, what's going on with love? You got 111 on, it was 1 hour, 11 minutes, 11 seconds just now when I said that. Y'all always get the angel numbers whenever I read for y'all. All right, come on, Virgo. What's going on for love? What's going on for love, Virgo? Magician. King of Pentacles. Shut up. Hanged Man. Why? Y'all manifesting your King of Pentacles, or somebody manifesting you this week? Let's see. Hanged Man. Why? The Devil. Motherfuck. I'm hearing set it and forget it again. Some of y'all may have manifested your divine, well, feminine or masculine, whichever one you're looking for, your King of Pentacles, basically, the most stable king in the deck, the most consistent, the one you want to settle down with. But I feel like maybe you've been waiting for so long that it's like it can get to the point to where, and you know, the devil is not always like terrible, but it can get to a point to where it's like you thinking about it entirely too much. Like it's on your mind entirely too much. You got Pisces, Gemini, Capricorn energy. What's happening in love this week? So some of y'all are doing some manifestation, some magic, some spell work. Because that done came out twice, Virgo, for you. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Oh, geez. Okay, what is this? 3 of Swords. And you acting like you not hurt. I knew I couldn't just give y'all a decent reading. It always got to be some shit. Give me more. 3 of Cups. 8 of Swords in reverse. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Oh. So there is somebody that is coming towards you. I feel like, well, I do feel like there is communication that comes in. You got the King of Swords that's here. They could be an air sign. The one thing that I do notice is that you are pretending like your feelings aren't hurt about a situation. Please make sure that you don't stay in that energy. We want to heal. Heal. I know y'all sick and tired of hearing me say that, but healing never stops. Okay? It never ends. You can take breaks. Just make sure that you are honest with yourself about things that hurt you. So that way you don't stay with this energy. But you got 3 of Cups, 8 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody gets out of their head and comes towards you to reunite, but I don't know if you got it in you to give. Because I kind of feel like it's, oh, how do I explain this? It's like a person who wants to manifest something to come in for them. But you still kind of have either pain or triggers or something that does bother you when it comes to love, but you pretend like you don't. Or you tell yourself, you lie to yourself and say that you're over it while you're single. We never really know if we're over it until we're in a relationship and then we get triggered. And it could be something that the slightest thing that they didn't do shit. However, I feel like you're manifesting something to come in. I feel like something comes in and I feel like you don't want it. Or your heart is so closed off that you can't even open up. Now, if this is a person who hurt you, do not open your heart to that sleaze bag. You no, you're doing right. But yeah, because you got the high priestess in the reverse and you got judgment. Somebody's waking up to you. And I do feel like they will try to break no contact. Six of Cups, Nine of Cups, Two of Cups in the reverse. Spirit wants you to remember you was happy without them. For some of y'all, Spirit wants you to know that you were happy. You felt better when you weren't with them. Remember that. Remember everything. Be the elephant. Don't forget. Oh, yeah, because this person hasn't grown yet. They didn't take the opportunity to actually develop emotional intelligence. So there you go. Sorry, I spent a little bit more time on y'all's. Okay, Libra, I'm going to take a quick break. It's going to be nothing to y'all. I'll be right back. All right, Libra. I had to come back the next day. All right, that's all right. So if you're watching Libra through Pisces, we've already went into Mars and Aries today. First half was on the 8th, so. But anyway, let's get into Libra. Everything outside of love, what you can expect for the week. Let's see. You're already starting off with the Knight of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Sorry, it's our hair. Why the Knight of Swords? Seven of Swords in the reverse. There's some sort of truth that's coming your way, but you need to be not careful. You need to be quiet. You need to not say anything. You need to let this person talk. You're going to hear everything that you need to say or need to hear. You're going to find out everything that you need to know. There's some like truths, realities that are coming your way. Okay, you have the Tower that was at the bottom of the deck here. So it is something that it's going to change the foundation between you and another individual, or you and your foundation possibly. Wheel of Fortune. I do not think that this is something that you are anticipating. I do feel like this is taking you by surprise, but this is also the universe pushing your ass along, not letting you sit stagnant, not letting you sit in an inconsistent type of energy. If you have any type of inconsistencies that are going on in your life with anyone that is from the past that you're needing to kind of squash that due to, once again, it's like somebody either not choosing you or something along those lines. But I do feel like you're going to receive a lot of information. You're going to have to keep your I was about to start cussing at y'all. You have to keep your mouth shut. Okay? Keep it shut, because there's somebody here that is, you're going to find out everything that you need to know. Hidden stuff. Lies. You're finding out the truth about a situation. Like I said, this isn't about love. This is everything outside of love. I haven't even gotten to that portion of it yet. But what I will say is the way that you're going to know exactly what this is that you have the sun, the not the sun, I'm sorry, you got the sun at the bottom, but you got the Queen of Wands here in the reverse. This is reflecting something that you felt was inauthentic. You knew wasn't, either you knew this person wasn't genuine, or you knew that somebody was wearing a mask, or you knew that someone was lying to you. Like they were pretending because they didn't want you to know the information, or they didn't want you to know something. For the zodiac signs, I have a Sagittarius, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Taurus energy there. Give me more. What's happening for Libra? What's happening for Libra? All right, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And you also have the Queen of Swords. I feel like you're cutting people out who don't support you. So if you feel like you're unsupported by friends, family members, coworkers, I think you're getting very, and shit, that could be what it is that's popping up about, like the truth is coming out about somebody or a situation. But you have this here because this is like you needing to clear out the rest of the shit that is there, so that way you can proceed in the way that you're supposed to. With all of this Aries energy, I'm not going to say that this is do or die, but it's definitely going to present to you things that you need to see, like the truth coming out more and more and more. And the desire to feel like I need to do something about it. I can't just sit and know the truth and be a dummy and not take action. Like I have to take action. So I do feel like because that clarity is coming in, I feel like you're withdrawing your energy towards individuals, towards projects that maybe are not aligned with you. Just whatever it is that you know is not best for you. Okay. Anything else before we move on? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, followed by the Six of Swords. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but I do feel like you're leaving something behind because you are seeing the truth. You are finding out what you need to know. And whatever this is, it's not working for you. And so you're moving on to something better. Now, let's move on to your love. Love during this week with Mars going into Aries. What can Libra anticipate? You have the World in the reverse. You have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Somebody feels sad, like a lot of fucking sadness. You're not in their life. They feel empty. This is somebody who feels like they have unfinished business with you. You got Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius energy here for the World. Also, Nine of Wands and the upright. So I think that this is somebody here that you feel victimized by. You feel like they did you some sort of way. And because of that, I feel like you've put up that guard. Like you're very guarded. You're the wounded warrior when it comes to this particular person. Give me more on this shit. I need my morning coffee. I did not. I might have to run downstairs and go get my coffee because I did not go get it. Yeah, the Ace of Swords here. You have the Page of Swords. Oh, somebody wants to tell you the truth. Okay, once again, I think that this whole time is going to be about truths for you because those truths are going to balance the scales. It's going to put you in a better position. But you have Ace of Swords, Page of Swords. Like, first of all, you know that this person has been stalking the shit out of you. Let's keep it 100. They've been stalking the shit out of you. They know everything about you. Since you guys have broken up, since you guys are no longer dealing with each other, trust me, this person knows everything there is to know. They know when you get your periods. They know what you ate last week. They know you've been skipping out on that oil change. They know this. They know that you don't have enough air in your tires, that you need to go put gas. They're aware of this. They've been watching you. They've been checking your temperament because when they come in to tell you some truth, and the truth could literally just be their feelings. It doesn't have to be like some big grand, like, let me tell you the truth about this. It could just honestly be their feelings. But when they come in, it's because they've already assessed, can I come in without Libra ripping my head off? Can I come in without there being an argument, without there being an issue? Can I come in and just kind of shower them with praises and kind of let them know how I feel? They're trying to find a way to get around the Queen of Swords, because I do feel like you have your sword ready to look. She's like, what you want? Let's go. She's ready. She's ready to cut the head off of any motherfucker that steps. And so this person is trying to find a workaround. They may try to work around through passion, especially if they knock the Mario coins out of you, then they know how to find a way to get back in there. Okay, so just keep this in mind, because I do feel like this person is not wanting things to end. They've been trying to, like I said, assess the damage and assess when it's safe for them to come in. So do not be surprised if you get hit up by an ex. Like the Mars and Aries energy acts very similar, and you guys will probably hear this for a while, but it acts very similar to a Mercury retrograde, in the sense of people's desires and passions and things that they want to do that they hadn't been doing because they had been looking at it in Pisces energy, and now we're in Aries energy. So now they're like, I gotta fucking do something. So you have somebody here that is now like, I'm about to do something. I ain't did nothing at all. Probably since I've been even with Libra. I probably didn't do shit then too. But I feel like I need to do something now. And they're going to do something. So don't be surprised if they pop in. You got Justice card in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. This is going to put you at a disadvantage. Don't let them play you. Don't let them play in your face. Libra energy. You got to I already told you about this. All right. Fixed cards. Or the fixed signs. All right, y'all. Scorpio. You guys are up. Let's see. Scorpio energy for Scorpio. What is happening for... I'm sorry. Y'all already know when I sit here, I see the birds and shit flying to that big ass tree. Because the tree is like all the way... It's tall. I have two big trees in my backyard. Why they did that, I have no idea. Because the trees lean onto other people's damn fences. So I gotta watch for that. But anyway. Scorpio. Remember, this is anything outside of love. I'm not talking about love right now. All right. You guys have a very similar type of vibe to you, where you are eliminating things that are not working for you in your life when it comes to things of the past. I feel like you have resolved something, excuse me, that used to... You've probably picked this thing apart. What's that saying? Is it 9 ways till Sunday? Fuck, I don't know. Put it in the chat, because I don't know. So you've picked this shit apart. So much so that you've gotten to this point to where it's like you were obsessed with it at one point. However, this definitely allowed you to be able to get clarity on a situation that was continuous and persistent. And I feel like you've learned a lot about it. I feel like you've dug very deep to get to the core of why you were hurt, what truly hurt you. It wasn't just what happened. It was deeper. And I feel like you, like, look, there's a core. I didn't even fucking realize it. That's the core. Right there, the core of that pain. You've worked on that, and what you're seeing now, or what you will see anyway, is I'm not gonna say happiness, contentment, fulfillment, happiness, maybe feeling a little bit lighter with the people that you still have in your life and the things that you're choosing. I feel like you're no longer sitting in that pain that you once were in. You may notice that in the coming weeks, because remember, Mars in Aries stays there till May 18th. So you will start to notice the more people that you let go of, you don't overthink it, or the more situations that you let go of, you don't overthink it, you don't hold a grudge. Y'all are great for grudges. I should know. My stellium, Scorpio, 8th house, sun be holding grudges. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, tell y'all that I don't. I get real scorpionic if somebody wrongs me, especially because I'm a good person. And I feel like because I'm even saying this to you, I'm talking to the good people, because my people good anyway for Scorpios. My Scorpios are good. Um, but it's something that you feel like, this person wronged you, or this situation wronged you. You were stabbed in the back, and it just kind of replayed because you're like, I'm a good person. I don't really be fucking with people like that. I kind of, stay to myself. Sorry. I stay to myself. I don't be doing people like that. And so you've had to work through that. Okay? You've had to work through that, and you've come out on the other side. Now, I will say something else. There is an energy here. You got the 8 of Cups in the reverse. You got the 5 of Swords in the reverse. There is somebody here that's wanting to come back around to you. It's like they're waving a white flag. They're like, please, I don't want no problem, Scorpio. What's their intent? Empress in the reverse. 2 of Swords. They ignored what you... Okay. I'm not going to say ignored, because I don't feel like this is actually intentional. I just feel like you're dealing with someone who's selfish. Now, this could be a friend, family member, coworker, business partner. Could really be anybody. It's not a lover, because I'm not looking at that just yet. But you have Empress in the reverse. You got the 2 of Swords. This person just was a dick a little bit. Like, I feel like they were just selfish. And because of that, I don't think that they could see how they were treating your connection with them. Dang, I got a lot coming out. Look at this. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. The King of Pentacles. Yep. And I'm glad that these fell out. As I'm reaching for this card, I'm going to talk about this card. So you have I needed this one. I'm glad I did. So you have the 10 of Pentacles here in the reverse. This is somebody who feels like they lost you, like they lost everything. I feel like you separating yourself from them has made them see that what is the word I'm looking for? They valued you more than they showed you, and more than they knew. And I do feel like this is somebody who is really honest. I don't think that this is somebody here who's trying to play in your face. And I don't feel like this is somebody here who's trying to just use you. I literally feel like this person is just someone who's a little bit self-absorbed. But the fact of them feeling like they lost everything based off of them not being able to see what this connection meant to them says a lot to me. And just the vibe that I'm getting in general, I do not feel like this is a malicious person. I don't feel like this person intentionally has done things towards you, but I do feel like you took a stance. You took control over the situation. You removed yourself, and now this person is like, please, Scorpio, I'm sorry. I will say this. If you decide to take them back into your life, I do feel like this person will show up the way that they're supposed to. Because you have the 3 of Cups here. Like I said, this really could be a friend. I feel like this is somebody wanting to come back together, but they're serious about you this time. So it just depends on whether or not you want to give them a second chance on being a part of your life, if you can forgive them. Because I feel like it's going to take forgiveness. And I don't feel like it's anything like too harsh or too big that they did. I think it's an accumulative of what they've done, where you're just like, all right, I'm fed up with it. All right, let's look at love real quick here for Scorpio. You got King of Wands here in the reverse. You also have the Justice card in the reverse. Queen of Swords. Okay, well, you cutting them out too. I feel like there's something here where you're very clear on who this. Oh, You're very clear on who this person is. You're very clear on the fact that they may just not be right for you. This is someone here who doesn't back up what they say they're going to do. They don't show up. I kind of want to say this person is a player. I don't know. Let's keep going and see what I get. They are. Fuck. Okay. Knight of Cups in the reverse. King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this is somebody here who plays. And I feel like you're like it's too obvious. You can't unsee it. You can't pretend like this isn't happening. And I feel like this is the time that you're deciding to go ahead and X that person out. Could be a Libra. It doesn't have to be. What else? Yep. Because they're not serious about you. You're complete, like you're the one who's holding everything together. If you don't initiate, if you don't do shit, they're not going to do anything at all. This is like someone who thinks that they're the prize and wants you to chase them. Seven of Cups in reverse. It's a waste of your time. Anything else when it comes to love? I just feel like this week is going to be one of those weeks where you have a lot of realities, a lot of things coming your way that you're like, I just cannot pretend like this isn't happening to me. Yep, Tower. You're taking back control. You're taking back your power, both in your business, friendship, family life, and your love life. That's what's happening for you. But it is going to put you in a place of empowerment. And I do see you either blocking this person, not talking to this person anymore. And as soon as you do, all of your stress and worries and all of that shit is gone. And then guess what? A new person comes in. You got Page of Pentacles there. So I feel like making room is probably going to be the best thing for you when it comes to that person. Because I do not see them doing what they're supposed to do at this time. Not this week anyway. Okay. Sagittarius. We're looking at everything outside of love. What's being initiated? Everything outside of love this week. Everything outside of love this week. All right, you got Queen of Cups here in the reverse. You also have the Hanged Man. You're losing empathy on a situation that's not moving. You're trying your best, though. You're trying your best to hold on to empathy, but it's very hard because it's like, this situation is not changing. There's a level of patience I feel that needs to be had, but I just want to, because remember, this is not about love, so I just want to see what this is. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Fool card. What's the Fool about? Eight of Pentacles. I know what this is. You're losing patience with yourself. Queen of Cups in the reverse to the Hanged Man. You don't want to show yourself as being vulnerable. There's something here that you need to take a risk on when it comes to work-related, career-related things that it will actually fucking work out, and you're scared to do it. There's a level of fear that is here. That's what it is. You're frustrated with your damn self. Seven of Swords here in the reverse. You got the Fool. You got the Eight of Pentacles. This is reflecting, I mean, you get a slap, not a slap. Well, okay. It's a good slap in the face. I don't know how a slap in the face could be good. It's like a wake up, in a sense. You wake up. You stop telling yourself a lie. Because I feel like you're telling yourself a lie, and that's why you're getting, like, frustrated with yourself on not moving. There's something that you need to move on that in the past maybe you weren't moving. This week I feel like you're going to move, and I do feel like it has something to do with work. And I do feel like it's something that you're damn good at, but for some reason you're getting into your own head. It'll be successful if you do it. I think a lot of you will, though, because you have that Fool card there. That's major arcana. You're going to take a risk, and it's going to pay off. It's going to reward you. Yep. You got Devil in the reverse, followed by the Three of Pentacles. You literally have nothing standing in your way to build on this. So go and build. Go and be, what's the word I'm looking for? Go and be collaborative with others. And collaborative does not necessarily mean that you have to literally work with other people, but just communicate. Communication. Because communicating can actually help you either learn something that you didn't know, get an idea from somebody, serendipitously. Like, a lot of things can happen when you just talk. And I know that you guys like to work independently and freely. But there is a little switcheroo that you need to do. All right, we got the Tower here in the reverse, followed by the World card. Yeah. If you do something differently here, because there's some sort of chapter in your life that's closing out. When you decide to do something differently, it is actually going to save whatever it is that you feel like is falling apart. So if that's your career, if that is a project you're working on, if it's a business that you have started, maybe you didn't want to do certain things because it felt uncomfortable or maybe it felt vulnerable. I see you saying, fuck that shit. Let me go ahead and do this because I need change. You guys like change. Out of all the, and I say you guys like change because you like experiences. You like to explore. So out of all the signs, you should be to me, you should be the most adaptable. Well, I mean, you are a mutable sign, right? But you guys crave change. You look for change. You and I would feel like Gemini. Aries, yeah. But I think more so y'all. All right, you got Justice here, and you also have the Two of Wands. Okay. I'm not going to yell at y'all. I'm just going to say this and then we're going to move on. Go and do the damn thing that you need to do because the universe is aligning this for you to fucking work out. Please go do it. All right. Love. Hold on real quick. Oh, okay. Love. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Ace of Wands in the reverse. You're dealing with something that feels like it's not getting off the ground. It's not moving. Lots of delays. There's a fear associated with it. Somebody feels insecure about moving things forward. Six of Wands in the reverse, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This is what's causing it. They feel insecure about it. Why do they feel insecure? Death card, because it's change. You might be dealing with a fixed sign. Or they could have Sagittarius in their chart though. You got Sag, Pisces energy there. Death card, you got Scorpio, fixed sign. I feel like somebody is afraid of change. I feel like this person is afraid of what they have to be. That maybe they can't do it. Hierophant in the reverse. Five of Swords, I told you. This just confirmed what I just said. They're conflicted with whether or not they can be consistent, whether or not they can be all that you need them to be. That Taurus energy there. Told you it's fixed sign. That's what it feels like you're dealing with somebody with a fixed sign. And you know, and in fixed signs, what is that? Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. You have someone here that's kind of battling themselves this week. And I feel like what this energy is going to do is it's going to like make it really uncomfortable for them not to. So, I mean, it's working out for the avoidance. It's pushing the avoidance to do it. 3 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Yep. It's going to push them to do it. You have someone here that's getting pushed further to offer up that growth, reunite with you, take that first step, the initiation, and conquer whatever it is that they're having fears about. Because I really do feel like they're concerned about letting you down. They're concerned about, what if all of this doesn't work out? What if I can't be it? And I feel like there's a lot of confusion that this person is dealing with right now. There is a fear to grow, but I don't feel like they're going to be stuck in this energy. I just feel like what's happening is that they're going to get pushed. They're going to get pushed towards you. And this week is the start of it. I feel like you're going to see it more and more and more between now and next month unfold. So for some of you, you're going to have to give it a little bit of time, especially if you want this person. If you want this person, you're going to have to give it time. If you don't want this person, look at your other signs. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn. This is everything outside of love. What's happening for you? All right, you got Ace of Cups here. You got 9 of Wands. Someone's trying to offer you something. Someone's trying to offer you shit that's spray painted or that's sprayed with glitter and sparkles and gold to make you think that that's what that is, that it's that it's something good for you to get. 9 of Wands, Ace of Cups. I feel like you already know. I feel like you know that you need to be on guard when it comes to this. You don't trust this offer, as you shouldn't, because I do feel like there are illusions that are there. I feel like it is something to confuse you, make you feel like you have options when you don't, or tell you that it's one thing, but it's really another. So stay alert on that, Capricorn. Oh, 10 of Swords in the reverse. 3 of Pentacles. What about that? Four of Pentacles. I feel like this is some sort of work-related. I feel like this is some sort of work-related thing, or maybe this is with a friend. You may decide to go ahead and distance yourself from a situation here. It just feels like you're consistently trying to make something grow between you and another person, or maybe even you and the company that you work for. You're trying, right? You're working towards growth. But it's like this person or this company or entity, whatever that you're dealing with, it doesn't let you get past those 4 pentacles. It kind of keeps you stuck. And so I see you guys kind of either backing off or you're disconnecting. I don't see you you don't feel the same. You don't even look at it the same anymore. So you're adjusting, you're making adjustments when it comes to that situation of, it's almost like you're getting, or you're gaining resistance. It's almost like this person doesn't want you to grow. They want you to stay the same. They want you to stay exactly where you are and exactly what you're doing, whether intentionally or unintentionally. So I do see you kind of backing off from that. Yeah, Magician in the reverse, Knight of Swords. So maybe it is intentional, because I do see someone trying to manipulate you through some sort of communication. Could be a Gemini. You got Magician here. Maybe that's the person who offers you up something and you don't trust it. You have Empress here. You also have Two of Cups. So very random, but I think some of you guys are going to decide to, there's some sort of contract or something that you're agreeing on to improve looks. So maybe going to the gym, working out, buying new clothes. I don't know, but it's something here about your looks, like upping your looks. Shit, I couldn't get it out. Maybe working with someone on, it could even be like working with someone on rebranding, if I want to be specific, but it is something to do with aesthetics. Ooh. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, let's look at love. What about love? I think you're shifting energy towards yourself, nurturing and taking care of yourself more. Less about what other people are doing or what the person that's on your mind currently is doing. I mean, I guess they wouldn't be on your mind, but I see you shifting gears. Give me more. You got Taurus, Libra energy here, so some of y'all could have that in your chart. Oh yeah, you're okay. So I was right. You're not thinking about them. You got Two of Swords, Page of Cups. There is someone here that's trying to gain your attention, maybe even doing some flirting or trying to just show that they care. And I do feel like you are ignoring them this week. Why is that? I heard childish. You might think this person is childish. The World in the reverse, the Ace of Swords. You're accepting the fact that this is like something that needs to be closed out but hasn't been closed out, that you haven't gotten closure on yet. You feel like you go round and round in circles with this person. The Devil in the reverse. Yeah, you feel at a disadvantage with whoever this person is. Like they kind of get to you in a way. And I feel like there's a bit of manipulation that's there. You got Gemini, Capricorn energy. Two of Wands, Justice. Four of Wands, Page of Wands. Okay. You feel like this person's choices and decisions that they make, they're not aligned with how you feel or what you think should happen, or just that they don't think about you. They think about themselves, which isn't fair. You feel like they aren't a very fair person. So for a lot of you, I feel like what's happening this week is you may be going into hermit mode, kind of isolating yourself and just focusing on yourself, focusing on your emotional growth, your financial growth, and also your like I said, glow up all the way around, looks, things like that that just came out recent, like on the other side. But you have the Four of Wands that's here, and you have the Page of Wands. So I do feel like your main focus and goal is not so much to try to stabilize the connection. I feel like it's more so to stabilize yourself and go towards things that excite you, because that actually brings stability for you. For some of you, and this is a very small few, but for some of you, you may decide to move. Like you may be inspired to go get a new house, to purchase a new home, or to rent a new place, just to move. But I see you guys doing other things, not love related. You don't really care, at least not this week. All right, Aquarius. What is going on for you, Aquarius? What's going on for you, Aquarius? King of Cups, Nine of Swords in the reverse. There's a level of emotional stability coming your way. I feel like there's a little bit of expression too here, where you're less worried about feeling vulnerable and more of wanting to actually express. You actually don't feel like you're not in your head about it. You're not in your head about showing emotion this week. Something is just compelling you to want to do it. You have the Devil here. You also have the Fool card. Be careful of doing crazy shit. You also may be feeling a little bit reckless. Just make sure you don't jump into anything that you haven't researched, really thought through, because it could end up not so great on your part. But I do feel like there is a little bit of recklessness that's there. What's the Devil here? Ah, the Sun in the reverse. Yeah, okay. I just said something about research. Figure out what the fuck this is, because I feel like you're not gaining all of the information, and there's something here. It's either someone or something that you are possibly wanting to jump into. It's maybe risky, and you don't see all the risks. So make sure that you're paying attention to what's going on, okay? You could be dealing with a Leo, a Capricorn, an Aries. All right, we got Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. We got Four of Cups. What is this? Work. Okay. When it comes to work, this week, you might feel like it's a waste of your fucking time. Like, this is a waste of my time. Why am I here? Or, I shouldn't even be here. I should probably be looking for something else. They're wanting you to be, collaborative. I don't think you are. I feel like you'll do the bare minimum and go back into your little cave. And I do feel like this is happening because there's something that you have found out. You may feel very betrayed, and now you're like, well, I don't even I'm not going to cause any drama. I'm not going to even fight you guys. I'm just going to fade to black. I'm just going to fade to black. You guys are more than likely going to decide to move on in a different direction than the direction that you're currently in right now when it comes to your employer. You might start to plan your exit, even if the exit isn't like right now. But I do feel like you're realizing, I'm not going to be able to stay here. For some of you, you have been betrayed at work. don't know what this is. This keeps coming up. Someone is trying to play you when it comes to, I really think that this has something to do with work. They make it seem like, oh, we value you so much. We value your work so much. And then it makes you put in all of that effort. But they're not telling you what it really is. They're creating a facade. They're trying to create smoke and mirrors. I think you find out. I think you find out just how not invested they are in you. That sucks. I'm sorry. All right. Let's do love. Love. All right. King of Cups again. Ten of Swords. What's the Ten of Swords about? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. I mean, I guess the whole emotions are across the board as far as with how you're feeling. So both, towards just friends or family to lovers. But it does look like you are opening up a bit. You come up as the King of Cups again. So, of course, just like an Aquarius, you guys have a huge capacity for emotions. You may not show it, but you do. You are the water bearer. Ten of Swords here, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. However, I do feel like you're going to be more expressive. I don't think you're going to hold back like you were before. That's coming to an end. You got Page of Wands here in the reverse. You got Four of Cups. Now, I don't think you're rushing into love. So don't get me wrong there. I don't think that that's what's happening. But I do feel like you are, and we talked about this before, I thought, thawing out. It seems like there's a little bit more of an emotional expression that's here. Yeah, you're still not ready to settle down. I don't feel like this week is going to be like, oh, you're ready. That's not fucking happening. But I do feel like there's a warmth that's around your heart. All right. What about who they're dealing with? Ten of Cups in the reverse. You got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Huh. This person's unhappy with where you guys stand. I don't think they're fulfilled at all. We've talked about this before. This is nothing new. So what's up with this week when it comes to this person? Judgment. Nine of Swords in the room. I think this came up last week too. Oh, you got the Judgment here with the Nine of Swords in the reverse. This is reflecting that this person's like having an awakening. And so, I don't feel like it's like, well, I don't care. And I'm just going to walk off. I feel like this is, they're awakening to something that they feel like is not being said. Like if you're not expressing your emotions, if you're not giving them information, it's the information that they feel like they were missing. Whatever message comes into this person, I feel like it's a very spiritual message on top of that. Something that once they get it, they're like, oh my God. Duh. It kind of alleviates that stress and worry that they had surrounding the connection. To me, it almost makes me feel like they had a prophetic dream that let them know that like things were going to work out between the two of you. Or it's like they just have this knowing, this inner knowing of like, I know that things will work out between the two of us. But it is something here to where they're awakening and it's allowing them to be at ease. Hermit, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. You may teeter-totter with wanting to be in a relationship and wanting to be isolated. Yeah. And And I think that that's the reason as to why you're not necessarily doing anything at this time, because you teeter totter back between the two. Like some days you're like, I wouldn't mind being in a relationship, and then the next day you're like, I want to be by myself. What it is that you're going to have somebody who understands you and in its entirety, that understands that you'll go through time periods of wanting to be isolated or be by yourself or not talk as much, kind of be detached, but it doesn't mean that you're not committed. Hanged Man. Okay, so yeah, for you, it takes me right back to what I just said. I feel like you are thawing out. I feel like the idea of a relationship doesn't sound too bad, but I don't feel like you're sold on it 100%. You are recognizing that, and I think that's what this week is all about, is you recognizing it. With that Hanged Man, you and the Two of Swords in the reverse, you acknowledge it, you see it, it's in the mind, you're holding on to it. It's not yet time to act. Not for you anyway. All right. Okay. Let's go on to Pisces. Ooh, that sun. Pisces, everything outside of love. Just let me get through these minutes before you decide you want to shine bright. All right, you got the Lovers here in the reverse. You also have the Knight of Cups. You're teeter-tottering back and forth on a decision. What is that decision? Or what is the choices? What is it that Pisces needs to decide on? Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Knight of Swords, getting out of your comfort zone. And I feel also like there's something to do with allowing your knowledge to be seen, or to be heard. I'm sorry. Well, seen, heard, all the same shit, because you would have to talk about it. But it's like the you having this knowledge in your brain that you're not speaking about, and you're needing to speak up about it. Put it out into the world so that they know. And I feel like there's moments where you are wanting to do this, and then there's moments where you don't want to do this. This week, you may teeter-totter back and forth on it because you're feeling the pressure of having to start this or abandon it. It's one or the other. You can't sit in limbo anymore. Page of Swords. Yeah, you're just keeping the fucking information. Yeah, the universe is going to force it. I don't care. The universe is about to force this shit to happen. Okay? This is exactly... And the wheel is turning in your favor. So it's like if you decide that you want to put out all of this hidden knowledge that you have taken in, it's going to benefit you. It's going to move in your favor. It's going to be in your favor. I don't see negative happening. Seven of Wands, Four of Cups. You're putting that restriction on yourself. You put the restriction on yourself. You don't get to have that fourth cup because you keep telling yourself that Three Cups is okay. The Three Cups is comfortable. You're going to have to get uncomfortable. Two of Swords in the reverse. The Devil in the reverse. Okay. I also see you acknowledging some things regarding, I feel like this is, I think this is about mindset. I also feel like this is about being afraid of being seen. You're acknowledging, you're accepting that, yes, this is something that I am battling with, but I can overcome it. For some of you, you are actually overcoming it this week. What else for Pisces? You got Four of Wands. You also have the King of Wands here. What did I say? Some of y'all are going to be doing it. And I see a very consistent flow. It's like the initiation, the start of a foundational thing that could really take off. I feel like a lot of people are very drawn to you with that King of Wands. You have charisma. Use it. And this is the perfect time to do so. All right, you got Knight of Wands here in the reverse. I do know that whatever it is that you're wanting to put out there into the world, this is something here that you're not wanting to, because like once you make the decision, because I do feel like a lot of you will make that decision to go forth and start that new venture, start that new business, post your content, whatever it may be that you're wanting to do. You have the Knight of Wands here in the reverse. This is reflecting someone who does not want to just move impulsively. Like you're wanting something that you've planned out and you know exactly what it is. Just make sure also that you don't keep yourself from moving. That the planning, like you're planning, but now you're not moving. You have to move. Just move with intent. And I definitely feel like you guys will. I'm telling you, there's some sort of energy. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna battle with yourself for a little bit, and then you're just going to take flight. Hanged Man in the reverse to the Chariot. There's something that's gonna come in that changes your perspective on how you feel about this situation. This opportunity is what I should call it. And that is actually going to force the movement. And it's going to assist you with elevating. You're going to progress very quickly. All right, let's go on to love. Pisces, y'all's shit is always about something creative that you're supposed to be doing. And I've been saying this for months and months and months and months. And I think that it's because you still haven't done it. All right. Love. What's happening this week when it comes to love? Two of Pentacles in the reverse, the Emperor in the reverse. You're no longer trying to control this. I feel like you decide to go ahead and surrender. You're like, I'm not going to be the one that holds this thing together. I'm not doing that anymore. You could be dealing with an Aries. You don't have to. It could be Aries season. But you have the feeling of like, I can't build this on my own and I can't make this happen. So I'm throwing that shit up to the universe and I'm saying, all right, you do your thing. And if this person's supposed to be my person, you'll make it happen. And if they don't, you're going to bring somebody else in here, finer, taller, better, whatever. Okay. All right. Star card. What did I just say? I don't be just talking out of my ass. I'm trying to tell y'all. Star card. This is confirmation that manifestation, that surrendering that you're doing of allowing this shit to fall as it might is going to work out in your favor. And I literally just said that was the manifestation and you just got an answer. The Star card. You got Aquarius energy that's here. I really do feel like whatever it is that you manifest, whatever it is that you are surrendering and you do not try to hold tight to this thing. You set it and forget it. You're going to get it. Okay? You're going to get it. All right. What's going on with your person this week? Page of Wands. Judgment. Oh. So they're getting a nice little wake-up call. A come to Jesus moment for them in relation to this connection, which shows them feeling inspired to take some sort of action. You got Scorpio energy there. Now, feeling inspired and actually doing is two different things, okay? This is I want to take that initiated step. So they might slow walk to you, or this might be the planning out time period. Or that might be the let me send Pisces a text. You have the Temperance card here. I feel like this is all divinely orchestrated. This is divine timing as well. So once again, this is saying surrender it. Don't hold too tight to it. Allow this shit to play out as it may. Sagittarius energy there. The way this person wants to come to you is very intentional and very calm. They're not trying to come at you passionately because passion burns out. And they know this. So you have someone here that is trying to come towards you, but just understand as well that this person is coming towards you very strategically because they don't want any complications. So when I say to you that they're not going to rush in, this is just inspired action to take inspired action, but that does not mean that they're actually going to come in. This is intentional. This is exactly what I'm saying. My cards keep saying it after I say it. I love it. 7 of Swords, intent. That 7 of Swords is not, I know that I used to call it church shoes. I know that's what the card looked like. The 7 of Swords is not always a negative card. The 7 of Swords is strategy and planning so you don't lose the battle. And maybe they feel like it's a battle fucking with you. I don't know. But this person wants to be 10 steps ahead so that way they can alleviate any type of fucking problems that may come their way. They don't want to second guess this, the way that they're coming in. Okay? Queen of Swords, because they know that you're not playing that shit. That's why they feel like they got to be 10 steps ahead of you. Okay, Pisces. That's what I got for you. That's what I got for everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for being so patient. I wish this would have got out to you guys yesterday, but shit happens. Anyway, I appreciate you all. There is a mini read tomorrow, if you're watching this part of it, Friday. So if you want to jump in on those mini reads, please go in there and book your reading. MiaTarot.com, you will see the option. If you're on the mobile app, there are 3 lines in the right-hand corner. Click on that. Hit work with me. Ta-da. Book your reading there. All right. Until next time, you guys, take care.